have moved. Helen's doing the washing up. It looks a little messy still here. We're trying to sort everything out. We got a nice chair and table. And I was the donkey going backwards and forwards between the motorhome, and opened the fridge for a minute. Let me show you how much we put already in the fridge. It's fully loaded.
How do we get this much
Can you
stuff?
take that green thing out of your way? The one that you, yeah. This is really nice. We also have a freezer. I think there is some bread in there.
Teeny bit.
A teeny bit. We've got some pork mince in there. This is luxury now. We just hope the mattress feels very good. And yeah, we're getting everything cleaned. Well, we had cleaned the flat, but we're getting the dishes now, get everything sorted out, and I do another video when we're over and done with at the end. And then we're gonna make the bed. And yeah, get some stuff sorted out. I just brought my cushion for our lounger, so Helen can have a nice place to sit on in the evening with her smartphone. How is that? It's awesome, isn't it?
That's not bad. I have to do something here.
Yeah, we can get a pillow out. Very comfortable, isn't it? Let me take a photo of you too. We have a big butterfly here in our bathroom, but I think it's injured. Poor thing is just fluttering around. It's a beautiful, huge moth butterfly, but it's kind of injured. Seems to be on its last leg here. So we're done. Moving in. Helen's done the dishes. She's done the coffee right now. We're gonna get some cake out. But we managed to put everything away. These two boxes are our pots, pens, plates, whatnot. We just don't want them to get dusty.
Because we've got no cupboards.
No, we have no cupboards. But otherwise, this is our cutlery, our transformer, utensils, gas bottle, our rack with spices and whatnot. Then we've got these two rolly ones. Come and do the rolly thing for me so you can see. There's our muesli and the daily things that we need. Very good.
That needs to go in the fridge.
Not yet, it's not open yet. So yeah, this is all good. Then yeah, Helen is, which is really nice. So we've got the hooks.
On the trolley. I've got any cake on the trolley.
You can get some cake out of the fridge. So now I've cleaned up the table. Then I put the lights on for our bed tonight.
Looks very Christmassy.
These are actually, I don't know if you can actually see it through the camera. These are bottles with, Christmas light inside, but it gives a nice glow. So,
cheers.
Cheers to our new home. Which one did you want?
The bit that's not drenched. We like the drenched bit. That's my bit. That's my bit.
That's your bit?
Yeah.
Life is hard.
Where's the smart truck?
Yeah, over there. Helen is preparing a coleslaw for tonight. We've got so much space now in the kitchen that both of us can work in it at the same time.
Wow.
We haven't had that in a long time. While I'm working on the composter, Helen is hiding behind the bed on the lounger. She's relaxing with her games and her music, I think. There she is. It's actually peaceful here, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Helen's got the comfy seat. Mm-hmm. I'm on the hard stool. Never mind.
Mm. But it's cold.
You think it's cold? I'm actually still in shorts and t-shirt.
No, I've got my...
I'm warm.
I've got my thermals on.
But you got your thermos on. Well, we put our... For the first time in, I don't know, what? 6, 7, 8 months, we actually have our proper blanket on. Not only the quilt, not only the sheet. Mm-hmm. See, it's not cold in here. It's 24.8 degrees. Helen thinks it's cold.
Oh yeah, we don't normally go down to that.
Here's our lovely Christmas light. They do some really nice things here, and we put the fan out in case it's getting too hot, but maybe not.
I think we can put that away.
Well, we see.
Trolley's coming. Breakfast. Yeah.
It's like an old pension. Mm-hmm.
Here we have fruit salad. Serve yourself pineapple. We have
and
the rest of all the gubbins.
Very good. I like our first breakfast in our new location.
Meals on wheels.
Meals on wheels.
Definitely meals on wheels.
Oh, we're getting old.
So, on the trolley today, I'm going to have some oats because I finished my fruit salad that I made. Bit of oats, shove that in, and then got some sunflower seeds.
This trolley is very handy.
Mm-hmm. And some muesli. This is the Colombian version, supposedly light or whatever they call it, without sugar, but it was better than the other one.
Helen likes.
We only have a choice of 2, but at least they've got some, so I'm quite happy about that.
We're very good here in Barichara. It's raining outside, so it's really nice. Now we don't have to close the doors anymore, we can leave everything open.
This is true.
Oops. Here comes the yogurt. We actually slept well in our new bed. It was a bit of on and off, but that's normal for the first night. The crickets were chirping and the frogs were croaking, and it was actually like sleeping in a tent, wasn't it?
The dogs were barking.
Dogs were barking.
The fridge was going all night.
But we're gonna get used to it. I can't talk this morning.
Now, I need to find...
The big fridge is a real plus here.
So, I need to find a thing for the yogurt. I can't do yogurt because we don't have any scissors. We forgot to bring some scissors.
The kitchen looks a little messy this morning, but Helen's just been preparing breakfast.
Well, it's very wet out there.
I've got a horse now. Here's my little garden. I've neglected it a little bit in the last few days, but it's growing on its own. I've got another nicely turned red pepper here, which I'm going to harvest soon. And the lettuce that fell apart in the box that I replanted is doing really nicely again. My tomato looks a little sad, but I'm getting new flowers and hopefully more tomatoes. There's 2 tiny ones in here. My parsley is coming back, and I mostly took pepper plants because they're doing really well here in this climate. It's raining a little, but that's actually nice that we can open all the doors and windows now. In our motorhome we have to close everything when it's raining. Everything looks lush and green. We've done a really good job in decorating things here. We feel at home already.
So, our breakfast is ready. I've put it out on the table. Here's our little trolley with all the oats and muesli and things. And where's Kirsten? Ah, she is still in bed.
She's wonderful. Hello.
Welcome to our new life. I don't have to make the bed anymore in the mornings and in the evenings, so that means Kirsten can just stay in bed and I can just do all of our breakfast. The life of Ryan. She certainly has it easy now.
We're going to watch the Champions League final, and we have a big screen here. We're watching the German telly. Helen is all excited that we have a big screen. Hasn't been a long time. We're about to begin. The champions!
Handle.
The champions!
No, yo le voy a mandar un video a mi hijo ahorita porque él también lo está viendo.
Pfosten! Ah.
Y le digo que cuando ocurre eso en el fútbol es terrible. Es terrible porque después se la cobran durísimo.
Oiga, pero parece que eran Bayern, ¿sí? ¿Por qué? No,
¡Di María! ¡Di María! ¡Di María!
guck mal hier, und zurück.
No, no, para arriba. No,
Tienen miedo de Neuer. ¿Sí? Sí.
Überhaupt nicht angefasst, den Ball, wa?
We're eating my chocolate mousse as well. Nuestra actriz.
casual, casual.
Por favor, el español en fútbol, por favor, otra vez.
Kirsten lleva la pelota, se la pasa a Helen, Helen corre, camina, camina, mira, se la pasa a Hannelore, ¡gol!
Excelente. El Oscar para Stella, la nominación para el próximo Oscar.
Me sonrojé. Se puso bueno. Con tapabocas. Se puso bueno.
Oiga, mire.
Immer länger. Und so die Erleichterung bei Salihamidzic. Also ich finde doch cool, da wird geschlagen. Komm on.
We finally have a goal. No, it's coming.
Von Kimmich, dann
El gol más esperado.
zurückgelegt von Müller. Kimmich.
Super.
De cabeza.
Super, super, super.
Sieht zwar danach, aber kann nicht eingreifen.
Aber Müller hat die Flanke gemacht.
Nee, Kimmich hat
Kimmich?
Weil er denkt, dass der Ball auch über Lewandowski geht.
No. Gol de Crespolín como Estela. Oiga, pero no paró para cuando la ponen.
No, eso era lo que yo quería. Dar un gol porque se pone buenísimo. Ay, 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 ay. ¡Oh!
Also für die Petition.
Gewesen, wie gegen Bergamo, der den Fuß dahin hält.
War ein Shooter otra vez el puso aquí.
Yo quiero tiempo extra. Porque es eso lo que hace más emocionante, ¿no? Y que es...
Estela, solo un gol.
Oh, Neymar is crying.
Ay, pobrecito Neymar. Tanto que la jugó y nadie estaba ahí con él.
Pissing down with the rain. Good job we're inside our new home. It's actually really cold wind. Tonight we have a special meal. Doesn't look very special, but this is a pea soup. I haven't done a pea soup in decades. Can't even remember the last one. But I already had a try and it's delicious. We're going to have some bread with it, and
Looking forward to it.
we is looking forward to it because it's a lot colder today. We had a storm coming through, We've closed all the doors. Yeah, we're in long pants, and I even had a fleece on them. Thermals. I even had a fleece on until I started cooking, because now I'm warmer over the stove. But Helen is not pleased with the tea water. It takes too long. Helen is hungry. She went for a long walk, so she's starving. I can't cook cold. What's the verdict? It's good, isn't it?
Wow.
Did you burn your tongue?
While we're settling into our new home, the world seems to be on fire.
On the second day of their virtual convention, the Democrats have formally chosen Joe Biden as their presidential nominee. His wife Jill and former US President Bill Clinton were among those who endorsed him.
Russia's most high-profile opposition figure, Alexei Navalny, is on a ventilator in a coma in hospital. His spokeswoman said he was suffering from suspected poisoning. The hospital described his condition as serious, but said it was too early to link it to poison. Kamala Harris has been formally nominated at the Democratic convention as Joe Biden's vice presidential candidate. If the Democrats win the election, she would become the first female in US history to hold the post. And thousands of people have been forced out of their homes near the city of San Francisco as a series of wildfires sweep through the region. Joe Biden has laid out a vision for his presidency as he accepted the Democratic nomination to challenge Donald Trump in November's election. He accused his rival of unleashing anger, fear and division on the country.
Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny is on his way to Berlin for treatment 2 days after falling seriously ill. Navalny is on a German air ambulance that took off from Siberia's Omsk airport. He remains in a coma. There are claims he was poisoned. The governor of California says lightning strikes over the past 24 hours have sparked several hundred more wildfires. Some of the fires are the biggest recorded in the state. 12,000 firefighters are battling the blazes and more than 100,000 people have been evacuated. New coronavirus restrictions have come into force in the UK in the last hour. Anyone returning from Croatia, Austria or Trinidad and Tobago will have to self-isolate for 2 weeks because of a rise in coronavirus infections in those countries.
The House of Representatives in America has approved an emergency bill to inject $25 billion into the Postal Service and to put operational changes in place. Democrats are concerned the Trump administration may try to disenfranchise millions of Americans who choose to vote by mail in November. President Trump has approved California's request to declare the huge wildfires scorching parts of the state as a major disaster. It means federal funds will be available to help victims of the fires. At least 6 people have been killed and tens of thousands have fled.
After wreaking havoc in the Caribbean, storms Laura and Marco are heading for the US Gulf Coast. Storm Laura has battered the Dominican Republic and Haiti with torrential rain and strong winds. Firefighters in California are bracing for conditions to worsen as they battle hundreds of wildfires. Dry lightning strikes are forecast to return, along with high winds. The Republicans have begun their national convention with dire warnings about the country's future if Joe Biden were to defeat Donald Trump in November's presidential poll. Speakers claimed Mr. Biden would be a radically left-wing leader. Police in the US city of Kenosha have fired tear gas after crowds took to the streets for a second night despite an overnight curfew. The protests were a reaction to the police shooting of a black suspect on Sunday. The emergency teams have rescued 60 people from the rubble of a residential building that collapsed in the town of Mahad in the West Indian state of Maharashtra. 2 people have died. Africa is to be declared free from wild polio by the independent body the Africa Regional Certification Commission. Nigeria is the last African country to be declared free from the disease.
Stay tuned for more videos.